is Kerri. I'm a flight attendant and also an upholsterer. Before thinking into results, I've always been a happy, positive person that wants to get the most out of life, very motivated. But what I did struggle with was when things got a little bit hard, I found it really hard to stay motivated. I got distracted easy, when things got a little bit difficult. I was just starting out my business in upholstery, and I did feel a little bit lost in a few different areas, mainly with pricing and my self-worth and what I could charge and things like that. So, but I met Georgia through another workshop that we did, and I just felt really comfortable talking to her and explaining where I was at and where I wanted to go. And I just really felt that it was the right thing to do. I wanted to just achieve clarification on where I was headed and what I was doing. I had a lot of self-doubt, and I think I wanted to filter that out as much as I could, which I've done, which is great. I've definitely achieved more than what I thought I would, but I know that I've still got so much further to go as well. So. Coming up against the terror barrier, I think that would stop me from going forward, and that would then bring the doubt on as well. So it was definitely the terror barrier, but now understanding more about it and why you come up against it and how to resolve those issues, it makes it a lot easier, and it makes you more enthusiastic about propelling forward because you know how to deal with certain situations. Helped, especially with the terror barrier, with how to deal with those situations. It also helped with recognising what I may have been doing wrong in certain situations, like if I was getting negative results in my life, whether it be personal, business, at work, wherever it was, just recognising why that was and how to change it around to positive results. And also when I was getting positive results, why they were positive, why they were coming my way, and how to keep getting those as well. So. There was a lot that I took away from that course. But a lot of the little stories, the short stories I loved. I'll look at problems differently now because I don't want to be the fly that's dead on the windowsill. Little things like that. I don't get caught up in the negative comments, whether they're not directed at me and just passing by, or chitter-chatter from other people. You know, I just say next in my head, and it just doesn't bother me whatsoever. I don't take it on board whatsoever. I find myself responding to situations instead of reacting to situations, which is a lot more calmer way to be, and I enjoy that. That's helped me quite a lot as well. Before getting upset with other people, turning around and having a look at myself and underlying problems that may be there and maybe the reason why I'm upset with someone else. So and that's again with responding, not reacting. It just makes you a lot calmer and looking at what the problem may be, and it might not be them before you bite their head off. But overall, it's more so the belief in myself and that excitement that creates, knowing where you can go with your life. I mean, the audio was fantastic. I had that, especially when I was doing the upholstery, I would just have it on in the background all the time. So that was really good. The workbooks were great because I used to take them on the flights with me, and in the middle of the night when all the passengers were asleep, I'd just flick through. Again, it was the short stories that I really liked reading through, but also towards the end, I liked going back and seeing where I was at the start and seeing how different my mind was back then, because I could see a definite change in the way that I was just writing answers down to things. So that was really interesting as well. Just looking at some of the answers, you're like, what was I thinking? Are you kidding me? Like, it's really funny. It's almost like a different person was writing it at the start. Yeah. being able to respond instead of react, being able to understand what's going on in my life and how it's taking place, and the fact that I have more control over myself and my results than what I ever have before. So. Yeah, Georgia was fantastic. She was from when I first met her at the other workshop. She's very easy to talk to. I felt very comfortable explaining any doubts or problems or anything that I had. And I think that made it a lot easier too, having a good connection with the facilitator. You're a lot more comfortable and open and honest. And yeah, she was fantastic. Especially for my life as it is now, traveling a lot, it was so beneficial. I wouldn't have been able to do it any other way because I'm overseas so much. So it just worked out really well that we could book in times that I was overseas in a hotel like I am now, and do the coursework and do it when I'm away from home, so I don't have the rush of getting all the upholstery stuff done as well. It was sort of my free time to focus on me, and we were able to do it then and not just every Wednesday or every Thursday or whatever it may be in the group. I definitely think there probably is positives to being in a group setting as well. But for myself, I couldn't have done it any other way. It was really good. And just getting that one-on-one attention as well, so it can be honed in on exactly what you're going through and what you need help with. So I would definitely recommend it, without a doubt. I already have spoken it up to so many people that I know, but I think it's something that it's not going to change your life if you don't put the work in. I mean, you have to do the work yourself because no one else can do it for you. But if you're willing to put a little bit of work, and by work, I mean, it's not hard. It's just going over and over and over things. But if you're willing to put the work in, you'll be rewarded for it, without a doubt. It was really good. I can't recommend it like any higher.